What is going on, guys? Welcome to HomeCraft cocktails you can make from the comfort of your home. My name is Briss, and this week we'll be going over the Navy Grog. The Navy Grog is the most popular cocktail in the grog cocktail family. Grogs have been around since the 1740s when they were first served to the British Navy, hence the name. The definition of a grog is simply rum that has been diluted with water. So not too long after grogs were first created, lime juice and sugar would then be added to them to not only make them taste better, but also to prevent scurvy, which was very popular among seamen. As a side note, this is also where the gimlet cocktail comes from, as lower-ranking crew members had to settle for gin instead of rum. I actually talked about this briefly in my gimlet cocktail video that I dropped several episodes ago. This grog name would hold true for the next 200 years and would generally just be used to describe a group of cocktails. That is until Don Beach, who is the owner and founder of the Don the Beachcomber Tiki bar chain, discovered it and would create his own unique variations of the drink. After having the Kona grog, the hot grog, and Don's own grog on his menus in the 1930s, somewhere along the 1940s, Don would actually create the Navy Grog. This particular grog recipe utilized various rums, honey instead of sugar, added grapefruit juice in addition to the lime juice, and also originally was served with a cone of ice that had a straw through it. Trader Vic, who is also a tiki cocktail legend, would borrow Don's recipe, but instead of using honey, would actually use allspice dram in order to give it a drier, spicier profile. Either way it goes, the Navy Grog has been a staple tiki cocktail for the last 80 years, and it does not look to be slowing down anytime soon. And now with that brief history lesson out of the way, let's get down to actually making the drink. So first things first, you want to start by chilling a rocks glass, and you'll do that by putting ice in it, filling it with water, and then just setting it to the side for now. Next, you'll want to add an ounce of dark Jamaican rum to your shaker. Today I'll be using Myers rum. You can find this for about $17, maybe $18. Next, you want to add an ounce of Demerara rum, and today we have Pusser's rum from the British Navy. This is actually made in Guyana, which is the country of Demerara. You can also use El Dorado or Hamilton. I couldn't find those in the stores that I had looked through, but this was there, so I decided why not. Then you want to pour an ounce of white Cuban or Puerto Rican rum. So I'll actually be using Cruisin', which is a U.S. Virgin Islands rum. This is all I had on hand, and I was not about to go out and buy a bottle just for white rum. But if you actually do want to follow the recipe as it should be, then you can use Bacardi, because that is a Cuban rum. Or is it Puerto Rican? It's one of the two, but you can definitely use that, and it's like $10. Then you want to add 3/4 of an ounce of grapefruit juice. Then you want to add 3/4 of an ounce of honey syrup. To make honey syrup is just the same way as you would with simple syrup. You just do 1 part honey, 1 part water, put them in a pot, get it to almost boil while stirring, and then let it chill. Then you want to do 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. Next, you'll want to add crushed ice to your shaker and then shake for about 15 to 20 seconds. Then you want to dump out the ice and water that you've been having sitting in your chilled rocks glass, and then fill it with crushed ice and strain your drink into the glass. Then you want to top with 3/4 of an ounce of club soda and stir. Lastly, you want to garnish with a mint sprig and a lime wheel. And there you have a Navy Grog. And now that we have our drink, let's give it a taste. So the Navy Grog, I feel like it is the most popular grog cocktail for a reason. It hits hard by having 3 different rums in it. It tastes good as hell. Also, it's nice to look at. Mint leaf, garnish with a lime wheel. And then it's not too hard to make. This is a great introduction to Tiki drinks. Not only beginner friendly in the manner that it's not too powerful in one specific area. You know, some cocktails, like my favorite cocktail, for instance, the Negroni. I love that cocktail, but I would not suggest that cocktail to beginner drinkers just because I know that it can be overwhelmingly bitter. A cocktail like this, however, you have elements of sweetness in there with tartness from the grapefruit juice while still, you know, packing enough punch to still satisfy, you know, your more heavier, more battle-tested drinkers. With that being said, guys, thank you for watching this week's episode, and I'll catch you next week for the next round. Peace.